So, yes, you heard me right. In today's video, I'm going to be switching to the Samsung S24 Ultra for one day. This phone is great and I want to test out its capabilities for 24 hours. So, yeah, this is going to be a big vlog today. Big day coming ahead, a workout, 2 classes, a dentist appointment, so much things to do today. And yeah, I've decided to switch my iPhone 15 Pro Max for a Samsung S24 Ultra for 24 hours. I've done this before. I've used this phone for 1 week and a half when I was reviewing it, but now, 2 weeks later, I want to go back to it and check how it is for 24 hours. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, let's get started. As you know, if you are a regular watching my day in the life videos, I always start my day with some creatine. I prepare my creatine for the whole day and that's it. That's my first thing in the morning to do. So after that, it's time to go work out. Yes, today is going to be a fun one, so stick around. But before we do that, as you know, I love listening to music on my phones and my AirPods while I walk. And so I decided to pair my AirPods Pro with the Samsung S24 Ultra. And this was quite a challenge. It took me like 3-4 minutes to do so, but after I managed to do so, quite easy, connected really well, almost had no issues with it. Apart from a few problems a little bit later down the day that you will see, no issues with the AirPods Pro. By the way, if you are asking which generation of AirPods this is, these are the USB-C version of the AirPods Pro. Of course, this is not that time and I take these 20 minutes of my day to respond to comments, to get my analytics on my channel, essentially to run my YouTube channel off my phone. I do it on the Creator Studio app and on the Samsung had no issues. Then of course, decided to test a bit of the cameras. First, the wide lens did okay, then the 3x telephoto, and then of course, the 5x telephoto, and of course, the scumbag zoom, 10x, 30x, 50x and 100x telephoto. This is just insane zoom that the Samsung S24 Ultra is actually proud of. It's difficult to understand, it's difficult to explain. I needed to show you in person. This is something you need to go into the store and try out. Like Flossie Carter said, this is scumbag zoom, and he's so right. Again, it's insane how close you can get to things. This is more like an utility than it is a photo camera, but at the end of the day, it's so fun to use. This is probably the only part that I say that I miss from my iPhone. That's the video. The iPhone's video is better, plain better. And almost everyone accepts that and knows that. But the Samsung's video is not bad, but again, it's not better than the iPhone. And I use my iPhone for a lot of things. This whole vlog was shot on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and so, again, you can see that the video quality, still, it's better than the Samsung in my opinion. Obviously, using the rest of the phone in day-to-day use is simply incredible because this is a flagship phone. You can use social media like Instagram that is now optimized for the Samsung S24 Ultra, runs really well. The only thing that I would say is that it's different from iOS is the scrolling. It's not as natural, not as smooth. I'm not saying it's better or worse, I'm just saying that it's different, you need to adapt to it. As for Twitter, also works great, and yeah, all of these run at 120 Hz, so they run great and you can use them like normal on the iPhone. All this walking had me quite excited to test out this phone, but now it's 10 AM and it's time to work out. Today's workout is going to be a fun one. Today is going to be a leg day. So yeah, join me together into this torture. Let's get started. To start off my workout, I did some mobility work to open up my hips and warm up my knees. But then after that, went to the hack squat and did some pretty heavy lifts. This was 3 sets. The first one is a feeder set. This is the top set that you are watching right now. And then after this, I decided to put 5 kilos more on each side. So quite heavy, but again, it's leg day. You will work out until death. The second exercise is the unilateral leg press. This movement is really good, but you need to focus on the eccentric part of the movement. So lots and lots of range of motion will give you the best gains. Here, the weight almost doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you get a big stretch on your quads and, of course, you keep your heels tight to the platform. Again, amazing exercise. Do not let your ego take over. While I was waiting for the leg extension to be freed up, I decided to do some posterior chain work. Again, today's leg day is going to be focused on quads. Next leg day is going to be focused on the posterior chain of your legs. But I decided to do one exercise for this part of my leg, and while I was waiting for the leg extension, I did this leg curl movement, which feels really nice on the posterior chain. You feel the contraction really well, and again, really easy not to mess up. Obviously, after that, this could not be a leg day without a leg extension. The leg extension is probably the most isolated movement for the quads you can do, and this one is no different. This will hurt a lot, but I'm ready. Let's do it. 3 sets of this exercise. Forgot to tell you that I do 3 sets for each exercise, not more than that, not less than that. Normally is 1 top set and 2 back offs, but on more isolated movements like this one and the leg curl that you saw before, I decided to do 3 sets of heavy pushing. So each and every set is to failure. Do not forget that. If you guys do not train your calves, then you are doing something wrong. To finish up this workout, I will do 4 sets of calves on this machine. I prefer to do on the machine than on the leg press, or simply with the free weights, because it's more stable and the movement it's really easy to control, and of course it's easier to do more drop sets. On the calf exercises, you need to focus more on the eccentric part of the movement and the contraction part of the movement. So the top part of the movement, the peak of contraction and the peak of extension. So focus on the extremes of the movement, and then of course control the weight, and I promise you, your calves will grow. So I was done with the workout here, and the microphone decided to die. What I was trying to tell you in this clip was really simple. I was trying to tell you that I was very tired and I still needed to go to class. I've taken a bath and I haven't eaten anything for now, at least since breakfast. Time to go to class. Before that, I will pass by the supermarket, buy some protein shakes, some fruit, and that's my morning snack. So let's head to class because that's one of the most important parts of the day. But as you can see, it's about me day, and yeah, the battery life is still at 90%. Insane battery. Again, Samsung, amazing job.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
This phone features a quadruple camera system, so it has the wide lens, 2 telephotos, a 3x and a 5x, and an ultra-wide lens. So it has one more camera than the iPhone, and you can notice it. Again, this camera bump is really slick, and I like it a lot. It has no protrusions throughout the body of the phone. The only thing that protrudes are the lenses, and they look really good. As for the display, it's an incredible display. As I told you in my review, this, in my opinion, is the best display on the market on any smartphone. Really easy to use, super bright outside. You can see that it's really sunny, and still, the Samsung phone, it's completely visible. It's almost like it's inside, and I can easily see it. So, amazing job, Samsung, on part of the screen. This phone also features USB-C, just like the iPhone. Or I guess the iPhone features USB-C, just like the Samsung. This is amazing. This port is USB-C 3.0 speeds, so the fastest speeds in the market for USB-C ports, and it features the S Pen, a very cool feature. But then I went to go get lunch at the supermarket, and as you will saw in this clip, it was a very simple lunch. It was a salad with some shrimp and some tuna. Simple, healthy, and a very good post-workout meal. Then I used my Samsung phone to jot off some notes so I don't forget about them for next video ideas. One thing that I like to do is listen to podcasts. This time was no different, and that was it. Oh, and before you ask where are the carbs for this meal, don't worry, I'm not on a diet. After this, I decided to buy 2 apples and get about 250 calories worth of carbs. That's about 50 grams of carbs in there. As always, it's a common trend throughout my day that I listen to music a lot. Again, I've told you this before, but my AirPods Pro are the most used gadget that I own. Now, it's about 1:30, time to go to the other class, and I had about 81% at this point. So, me through the day, and the Samsung is not even spent 20% of battery. Insane. Classes are now finished, but the day is far from over. There is still a lot to do and a lot of testing for the Samsung S24 Ultra. the Samsung right now is doing really well, more than I actually expected. Android is no trouble, so let's just keep going and see what happens. Oh, the update for the battery life, almost forgot. It's 23 past 3, so 23 minutes past the 3 o'clock, and I have about 77% battery life. So yeah, this is a 2-day phone. I'm mid to the day, so I still have 25% left for the 50% mark. So yeah, I would say this is a 2-day phone easily. Taking photos, taking videos, working, email, and the phone has only spent like 23% of battery life. So this is a champ in terms of battery life, really good. What do you want more out of the Samsung S24 Ultra? So yeah, just got home, and now it's time to do something that I don't really enjoy, is to tidy up all of these things right here on the table. Just make the home clean again, make it nice and beautiful. And yeah, this is going to take a while, so I will let you see a speed run of that. So, after all of that cleaning, it's time for me now to record the video for you guys. So, yes, before I leave, I will record one video that will come out this weekend. So, I'm recording this video on Friday, and this video is going to be uploaded on the weekend, so about Saturday, Sunday, and this video that you are watching right now was uploaded on a Tuesday. So, more or less, this is about the M1 Max MacBook Pro review 1200 days later. So, if you like that video or you are excited for that topic, go check it out. It is on my channel. So, I've just finishing recording this video, about 21 minutes of total work time, about 18 to 17 minutes of video. So yeah, it was a nice video to record, easy, go check it out if you like that topic. So there are good news and bad news. The good news is, well, the Samsung S24 Ultra and my car, they do both support Android Auto. The bad news is, well, Android Auto sucks. So sorry for that, Android haters, or rejoice, and Android fanboys. I know you are pretty mad at me right now, but that's just the truth. I don't enjoy Android Auto. It kind of sucks, man. I don't know why. It's just not as reliable as my car could be, at least with Android Auto. Sometimes the music fails, sometimes it's not as easy to skip. The connection is very unstable. I don't know if it's my car's fault or the Android Auto from the Samsung, but you can see here, let me see if I can put it on a better perspective. It works. So yeah, good news, guys. My car supports Android Auto. In that regard, no issues there. I said like
10-15 minutes ago that Android Auto sucks, but that's not true. Android Auto is really good. It has this widget system that shows you notifications and that pop up like windows, as you can see there. And I think it's better optimized for the car than CarPlay. I think the UI works really good, really simple to use. The applications also, they are full-fat applications. The only thing that I would say that is not as good as CarPlay is you cannot use your phone while you are driving. So I cannot open Waze, for example, that I'm using right now to my GPS. I cannot open it on my phone and use it on the phone. If someone like myself, I cannot use my phone while driving, but someone like me on my side, my passenger, they want to use Waze on the phone, they cannot. It's on the actual CarPlay screen. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's a very small issue. The biggest issue with CarPlay, and this is a big advantage here, is that I can control my Bluetooth systems with the car with Android Auto, while with CarPlay it completely disables Bluetooth on my car. So it connects via Wi-Fi or via the cable, depends on your car, but it does not work with Bluetooth. So I cannot control Bluetooth in my car, at least with CarPlay. While with here, if I plug it right there, you can see that there's the list for the phone. You can use it and it works just fine. With a second, you can see you can use it and it's just fine. You can call whatever you want, it is just fine. This is via Bluetooth, and if you do make the call, it will appear on the screen there. So I think that Android Auto was a pretty good experience for the 45 minutes that I've been using it since driving. Great experience. Sorry for calling Android Auto trash, it is not. On my way to the dentist now. Just got home and I have to leave again. These days never end, man. Never ends. So, yeah, a little bit later now, 2 hours after the last clip that you saw. I'm now at the gas station filling up the car, but it's about 8:15, so 15 minutes past 8, and the phone is doing okay. I mean, it's a flagship phone. It's doing great, actually. The only difference would be Android versus iOS, and this is where I wanted to sit down and talk about a little bit about the differences between these two softwares and the things that I encounter today that I don't enjoy as much and the things that I actually enjoy a lot. First, the thing that I actually enjoy a lot is Apple Music. Apple Music on Android is really good, not because of the UI system or the way it works. No. The thing about the Apple Music on Android is that they blend in songs. Between songs, there's no dead time. So they blend in the songs really, really well. While on iOS, you have dead time. So when one song ends, you have like 2-3 seconds of nothing, silence, and then the other song starts. While on Android, they blend in together. The beginning of one song and the end of the other becomes super cool to listen. More relaxing, less dead time, more efficient, and I really enjoy that on Android. But one thing I don't like about Android is the keyboard. I don't know why, but I don't think it's as smooth and as easy to use. I think it's a little more janky, and in my opinion, again, this is just my personal opinion, I get more typos while using the Android keyboard. I don't know why, but I prefer the iPhone's keyboard. I know this is very subjective. I know there's a lot of people that love the Samsung keyboards and the Google keyboard, and they hate the iPhone keyboard. Well, I'm the other way around. I prefer the iPhone keyboard. I don't enjoy that much about the Samsung or the Android keyboards that you can use. I know there's some other ways to work around this. You can install keyboards via other third-party apps, but that's the default keyboard, and that's something that you gotta deal with if you are not a savvy user that knows how to change it. So, I mean, yeah, it's default settings keyboard. I'm not as efficient. I get more typos. So, at the end of the day, I prefer the iPhone's keyboard. I'm just better at it. If you like the Samsung's keyboard, the Google keyboard, that's just fine. This is just my opinion. Oh, one thing. It's now 11 o'clock. Like, this is my nighttime walk to finish off the day. The phone is at 65% of battery, so this is a battery champ. 2-day phone, easily. I would say that I charged the phone for a while I was using it on Android Auto with my car. Other than that, I'm just fine. Once I get home, I will give you my final thoughts on it.
One last music run, and that's it for the day. So, yeah, it's getting pretty late. It's a few days later, and when I got home that day, I was completely tired and just fell asleep. No time to record the end of this video. So, it's a few days later, I got sick during the weekend. Now, I'm better, so I can make videos again. And so, I want to thank you guys for watching this video until the end. Using the Samsung S24 Ultra for 24 hours was a very fun challenge. And yeah, I loved it. It's a flagship phone. This is not a challenge per se. The only thing that is actually different is Android versus iOS, but still, I managed to go with Android really fine. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.